Going to court is a difficult decision, particularly if you've got money owed and there are different jurisdictions involved between the Chinese mainland and Hong Kong. With us is Alfred Ip of Oldham, Alfred, really looking at the way in which you can enforce a judgment from Hong Kong on the mainland, can that be done through the closer economic partnership between the Chinese mainland and Hong Kong?
Yes, actually, under the CEPA arrangement, judgment in Hong Kong can be enforced in China, but there are certain restrictions. There are two main restrictions. First of all, the judgment itself has to be a money judgment. That is, you cannot ask for any sort of other reliefs, like declaration, injunction, or other sort of reliefs. It has to be a monetary terms. This is the first thing. The second thing is that the underlying contract must have an exclusive jurisdiction clause. That is, Hong Kong must be the exclusive jurisdiction in resolving any dispute arising out of that contract. So, in order to have the judgment enforceable, it is very important to have these two requirements met. And that means that it is very important to have the exclusive jurisdiction clause specified in any contract that our clients have in China.
So we've talked about Hong Kong, we've talked about the mainland, but what if there's another jurisdiction involved in the contract?
It doesn't matter, because under the CEPA arrangement, the most important aspect is the exclusive jurisdiction. So long as the contract must be resolved or must be litigated in Hong Kong, then it satisfies the requirement.
And will a Chinese court enforce a Hong Kong judgment?
Yes. Under the CEPA arrangement, if you have a Hong Kong judgment, you can bring it under intermediate people's court to have it enforced. But of course, you have to satisfy certain requirements. And this is something that can be achieved.
So really, at the end of the day, is a Hong Kong agreement going to be better where it comes to getting what you're owed?
Yes, it is better, because Hong Kong judgment tends to be more precise, and there will be no room for parties try to argue in their favor. And besides, Hong Kong judgment comes from, of course, a Hong Kong litigation process. And Hong Kong has always been proud of their high judicial quality and the judicial independence. And parties tend to be much more protected under the Hong Kong judicial system rather than our system.